Hi, my name is Suraya, and I am 9 years old. I love nature and I want to protect it. I have always been very concerned about the negative impact humans have been having on our planet and how our years are becoming numbered. I want to contribute my bit to healing the world, and so today I will be talking to all of you about my business called the Hungry Whale. That is a boat which will help solve the issue of microplastics in the ocean. Problem. Did you know that there are 14 billion microplastics in the world that are harmful to marine animals and to the marine ecosystems? In terms of plastic, 8.3 million tons are discarded in the sea yearly. Studies show that because of that 700 species of marine animals, including fish, birds, turtles, and whales, have been impacted by plastic pollution in some ways. Solution. I have been coming across statistics like this since I was a little kid, and I knew I had to do something about it, so I came up with a solution. I am going to have an eco-friendly boat that has high-tech technology such as suction and filtration system to take in plastic from the ocean while also preventing smaller sea animals like fish from getting sucked into it by using a mechanism I will talk about in the coming slides. Though I am happy to share that I am not the only one doing this. We have many more organizations around the world. I found out with two, the Sea Cleaners and that have the Manta and the System 002, cleaning the world's ocean. The Manta uses a big boat to collect the plastic and turns it into the boat's engine. And it also has two boats that are on the big boat. So in case if it's like rivers, like small, so the two tiny boats can go to the rivers. And the System 002 uses a big net to catch the plastic, and then a boat comes to pick it up. I preferred not using a net because while collecting the plastic, the fish could get tangled in it. Value proposition. Here's how my boat is different. First, the boat is solar powered. It has two solar panels on the engine, but it also has a backup electric engine just in case. Second, the boat is camera operated. So if a fish accidentally gets sucked into the tube, the camera will sense it and let the fish get out from the other tube. So there are two tubes, one to get out and one to suck. Lastly, we have designed two different types of boats, one for the edges of the ocean or shallow waters like rivers, and one for the deeper waters. So the shallow one has shorter tubes and the deeper one has longer tubes. I am targeting the government in that they will be benefiting from the role I'm playing in reducing ocean pollution, and also the recycling companies in that they can buy plastic from me and recycle it and sell it further. This is as you can see here, I have my prototype. The boat is made up of 12 small parts, but there are three main parts. The back side is more like the engine and power, and the middle side is for the suction, and then there's like the filtration system, camera, and the bag to store the plastic. And the one in the front is a chair, like more for the drive, like the captain and the assistant. There's also a cabin. And there's even a light in front in case it's dark, so it can go. The reason why I chose the boat to be a shape of a whale is because whales are the biggest sea animals, and I want this boat to collect as much plastic as it can, so it will fit in. And the other type of boat that can go into deeper areas of the ocean will have the same mechanism, however, longer and better detection mechanism for sea animals. And this is my business model, Canva. I designed for my business. I've mentioned my key partners, key activities, key resources, and value propositions here. I also thought through my customer relationship, my channel of sales, customer segments, and the revenue model. I will tell you more information in the following slides. This is the cost. Here are a few details of how I plan to keep my business profitable. First, the cost of making my boat is 70,000 USD dollars due to its high tech features. Second, the cost of running the boat will involve fee of captain, their assistant, and maintenance of the boat and port fees. Including all that, I could potentially make a profit of about $200 per day. This will be clearer when I discuss the details of the cost of collecting plastic. Third, the cost of collecting 1 kg of plastic would be about $1.60. And with that calculation, I have targeted to have the boat collecting 500 kg every day, where it takes 1 hour to collect 550 kg. So every day, I plan to run each boat for 10 hours to collect 50 kg per hour and bring 500 kg to the shore. And as if I have experience, like years of experience, we can make it, except for one boat, we can have 10 boats and then 50 boats, and then more and more boats, we will have more profit. This is my revenue model. I will be selling my plastic for $2 per kg to the recycling companies. So if each boat collects 500 kg of plastics per day, that means I will have 1,000 in revenue per boat each day. And because I am helping the government, I will be requesting them to fund me in my venture. Extras. And before I end, I have one more thing to say. Take action. Sea animals need your help. Thank you so much for listening to me. Now I'm open to any questions.
Thank you so much, Suraya. That was wonderful. Let's go to the judges and see what they think. Denise, would you have your first question?
Yeah, wow, Suraya. Well done. Well done. Yes, microplastic in the ocean is one of the biggest issues in the world. We've heard air pollution, and now we have you talking about plastics in the oceans. And I love your solution too. This hungry whale, you call it. I think it's a brilliant idea. I love your presentation too. And now my question is, where will you build your whale? And I mean, what kind of material, and how would you develop your, how and where will you develop your whale boat? You mentioned it's using technology. I mean, okay, it's using the sensor for the fish so that the fish will not be sucked in along with the plastics. Yes, that can be expensive, but where physically, where do you plan to design and build this whale boat?
Oh, so when you said the material, I forgot to say the material outside of the boat is carbon fiber, and on the dock is wooden. And where I'm planning to build this is like when, like, let's say I have a factory, I need to make it close to the Great Garbage Patch, because that's where I'm planning to collect the plastic. So yeah, so maybe we can have a factory to build that boat near the Great Garbage Patch. So when we collect it, we can just go and take the like a lot of plastic, as much as we can.
Okay, so how big is the boat? Because you did mention that you plan to collect 500 kilograms of plastics a day. was it, am I correct? Did I recall correctly? 500 kilograms
Yeah.
of plastic a day?
Yeah, so it's quite big because as you can see on my prototype, there, the bag is like very big and the boat will be big, long, and the bag will be like as half of the boat. So it has to be really big enough to collect 500 kg per day.
Cool, interesting. And then it will be powered by the solar panels.
Yes. Two
To
solar
move-
panels.
Two
Big.
solar panels. Okay. This is not a question, but I just want to give you some insights because I do have fishing boats. I do fishery and I do have several fishing boats. And to run a boat like that, it takes quite a patrol. I mean, perhaps you may want to go back to the design of the boat and see if 2 solar panels is enough.
And also, like, it's not just 2 solar panels, it also has like an electric engine. So it's not polluting. So it's just, there's a electric engine and 2 solar panels on top of that. So there are 2 parts.
Okay, got it. Thank you. Thank you, Suraya.
Thank you.
Thank you, Denise, for asking Suraya such insightful questions. I think Marcelo, you have your next question.
Yeah, Soraya, congratulations. I really enjoy a lot your thoughts about the contamination through plastic. Certainly is one of the biggest issues. And more than a question, well, first of all, I love the revenue model. I thought that was very complete. So congratulations. I have a couple of comments, perhaps $2 per kilo for plastic. I've been in the plastic industry for 30 years, so maybe $2 per kilo is a bit high, but it depends. That's okay. But the other comment I have is maybe you wanna the plastic is very voluminous, you know. I mean, it takes a lot of space in your boat. That's why you need half of the boat for the plastic. Maybe you want to think about how to do some crushing and smashing and, you know, compact a little bit the plastic so it takes less space. And even further, you may think about starting to clean and process the plastic in the boat. So if you can do that, you save time and you continue cleaning the ocean with your whale while the plastic is being processed and transformed. It's just a thought, but I love your projects and your purpose in life. So thank you for sharing, Suraya.
And also, for the $2 per kg, that one, because let's say like the recycling companies, they say they're like, that's too expensive, then we will give them $1 and then the government can invest in $1. So we will also have $2.
For instance, I love it.
And
Thank
the
you.
filtration system will also like kind of take all the water out. So it's less, it takes less space for the bag.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, crashing the bottle. If you have a bottle, if you compare like, let's say a Coke bottle, if you crash it, think about it. So that's my point.
Yeah, thank you for the feedback. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Marcelo. That's actually a very solid point, Suraya. I think you will also save time and the recycling companies will also save time if you already crush it and process it a little bit before giving it to them. So that's a very solid input. Thank you for that. And Sarah, would you like to ask Suraya a question?
Hey, Suraya. First off, I'd like to applaud you for how much effort you've exerted into this project. I love how passionate you are about this idea, and I really hope it sees reality soon. Specifically, I wanted to congratulate you for the clear competitive analysis and how you've clearly pointed out the disadvantage of one of your competitors in terms of using a net. I'm just thinking out loud here, are there any other threats besides competitors that you should be aware of?
Oh, Suraya, your voice. Yeah.
Oh, can you say that one more time? I couldn't really hear.
Yeah, sure, no problem. I was asking you if there are any other threats you should be aware of besides competitors.
Oh, I have like one threat. The thing is, when I go out to collect the ocean, let's say in the Great Garbage Patch, they might be like lightning or like storms, and it might stop me, and then we will go back to shore, and then like do it another day, but then we'll waste one day, so that's also not really like a good thing, but we will try our best to go as many days. And
Good that you're aware of this.
yeah, and the health hazards and dangerous sea animals in the ocean.
Yeah. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Suraya. Thank you, Sarah and judges, for everything. Suraya, do you wish to share anything else before you leave about your business or anything that you wish to share with the judges?
One more thing to say.
Mm-hmm.
When I was like brainstorming an idea for like my my like prototype, the bag, I also said if it's already full, the bag is full and it's not 500 kg, we will go back to shore, put that plastic and go back to the ocean, just like the tiny like rivers, and then we will just get more plastic until 500 kg, until it's enough, because we also need to make profit to build the boat, and we can have many boats then. Thank you.
Thank you for that information, Saraya.